How's it going, guys? So we're at the Philadelphia Regionals. I have with me
Rucker.
Rucker. And what place did you get?
I got 4th. Top four. Yeah.
Awesome. And what were you running today?
Metagross Solgaleo.
Metagross Solgaleo, the underdog, the underdog deck that snuck in to Top Cut. Amazing. So let's get into the deck and see what you were running.
So we have 4 Beldum, pretty standard.
In your Metagross deck?
Yeah. And then we have 2 Metang, and then 4 Metagross GX, all pretty standard. You have the 2 Cosmog, and then 2 Solgaleo GX line, no Cosmoem, which if I could go back, probably change that.
They probably change that. Nice.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask that. Like most people, when they're running stage 2 deck, they skip the middle because they have the candies. But you were running the Metang, so I was all like, maybe he's running also the Cosmog evolution between Solgaleo, but I guess
no, I didn't. Just because their deck is really tight. But if I could find room for Cosmoem at this point, I probably would.
Cool.
2 Tapu Lele, and then the tech Pokemon were Baby Metagross,
nice,
Delmise, and Vulpix, which were very useful in a lot of matchups. And then we have 4 Cynthia, 3 Guzma, 2 Lele, 2 Stevens Resolve, or 2 Lily, and then 2 Stevens Resolve. Stevens Resolve with the Baby Metagross. Busted. So many plays where I was able to pull amazing things off. 1 Hala and 1 Judge, which was extremely useful. We have 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Nest Ball, 4 Rare Candy, 4 Max Potion.
All the 4s.
Yeah. And then 2 Rescue Stretcher and 2 Choice Bands. And then we play 7 Metal Energy and 1 Sidekick for Tapu Kirim for the Delmise.
Nice. And then you're not running timer balls when you're running stage 2s. Was there a reasoning for that?
So the reason why I didn't run timer balls is usually you can either turn 1 Stevens Resolve, turn 1 Lily, or turn 2 Algorithm into whatever pieces you need. So usually there was never a point in time where I needed like candy and this or that.
Right. You always have pieces in your hand.
Yeah. The only thing I really worry about is just the early game, which is why we went up to 4 Nest Ball instead of 3. Yeah.
Nice. Any changes you would make to the deck?
Right now, the only change I'm thinking of would either cut a Rescue Stretcher or a Nest Ball, probably a Rescue Stretcher, to add the Cosmoem.
Nice.
That's probably it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, guys. So that's the deck list right there. All right, guys. So that was the deck list right there. Out of the weekend, what was one of your toughest matches?
Surprisingly, my toughest matchup would probably be Buzzwole Macargo with a Zygarde.
With Zygarde?
Yeah, that was probably one of the weirdest matchups for me. I tried to one-shot the Zygarde, but I only hit into it for 190, and there was a lot of awkward things going on. So that was one of the toughest matchups. My most recent matchup right now against Rukon, playing Mally, Necrozma, Psychic stuff. That was extremely difficult. Yeah.
All right, cool. And then out of the weekend, what was one of your best plays? Like one of your favorite moments that you had this weekend?
I think my favorite play was going Algorithm into Candy Baby Metagross, into Stevens Resolve, into Candy Solgaleo for Evolve Metagross and Solgaleo, and then just one shot with the Solgaleo.
Busted.
Yeah,
that sounds very clean. But yeah, because you were playing an underdog deck, what were some of the reactions you had this weekend? Like when you flipped over a Beldum and your opponent's like,
a lot of people were either afraid to play me or they didn't know how to play the matchup too well. Surprisingly enough, this weekend I did see the mirror.
What?
Yeah.
There was another Metagross player amongst you?
Yeah, so I think there was like 3 or 4 Metagross players. One made day 2 and the other 2 I think scrubbed out. But we saw the mirror, got to play against him. He wasn't playing Solgaleo, so it kind of shifted in my favor and stuff like that. But yeah, there's a lot of crazy plays, a lot of fun matchups, and just great people, man. Love the Pokemon community.
Awesome. And are you planning on going to any other regionals coming up?
Probably will show up to Memphis because I promised someone, you know, saying if I make top 8 at Philly, then I'll go to Memphis. I'm not expecting to top 8 Philly, so yeah,
So
I'll probably be in Memphis.
Awesome. And will you be playing Metagross for Philly, or will you?
I'm pretty sure the meta's going to change, as it always has, and I believe we have new cards that are going to be out for Memphis.
Dragon Majesty will be legal. So.
Yeah, so we're going to mess with some stuff from that and see what happens.
Awesome, awesome. Any predictions of things that might be good for Memphis?
I think Vicare is always good. Vicare is a great play. Psychic is going to continue to see a rising as long as Baby Buzz Shrine exists and as long as Zoroark exists. I would always say if you don't know what deck to play, stay consistent. So probably run Zoroark variants. Zoroarks always do well, always.
Yeah.
One in top right now, Zoroark Bennett. So yeah.
Cool, perfect. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to share the video with anybody that wants to know what got top 4 at the Philadelphia Regionals. With that said, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.